What was that for?
This is the YouTube live.
That's YouTube what?
This is the YouTube.
Somebody coming from the phone?
No,
Why you have the phone?
the phone was gonna record.
Okay, so
Remember
somebody
YouTube?
use that little small thing, we're gonna put that on top of there.
Okay. Air Force.
That's rude.
I'm just kidding. I love you. Okay, here we go.
Are you guys still having computer issues?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I think
Jared, are you handling
I'm
this?
working the
Okay.
admitting people as far as I know.
If you need help.
I got you. We're dialed in. I'm
All right,
assuming I'm
Jared.
just kind of leaning against this wall.
It hasn't started.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, someone a chair?
Should I try to?
Someone a chair?
no. He said
No,
that.
no. I'm just admitting people to the Teams meeting.
Let me
As far
try to
as I
join to
know.
make sure it's working.
Okay, yeah, let's test out the call.
And then let me know if I need to pull my laptop up so you can run it from there, because I don't know. Sometimes like
It
it'll
doesn't
block.
let you admit
Yeah.
people. So
Yeah,
this should
that's.
work.
I'll
Yeah.
test it.
I'll bring it on.
Where's the link again?
That's a great question. I think it's on just the regular team calendar, right? I could be wrong. I was not plugged into the loop for this. I was just told to come click buttons, dude.
Yeah, no, I showed up and then Jason was like, "Oh, you're here. You've done this before." And
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
"Okay, I have. He's not wrong."
She's looking for the link. We haven't gotten joined yet.
Yeah.
Do you
You
have
should try to join on.
Or that actually
Yes.
probably should be a test.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry for the 8 minutes before figuring stuff out.
It's a Friday.
Yeah, that's right. It's all chill.
It's all chill vibes. Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I was like,
This is a great opportunity.
hopefully somebody else joins. Just a couple 5 minutes in. Oh, so
So it works. Okay,
Oh, okay,
that's
well,
good. That's good. Then we're
you know
good.
what? This problem might solve itself.
Then we're
Okay,
good.
cool. You can see it up there. It's not that speed, they're not that speed, that's speed. I guess you wouldn't want it on this one because that's behind me.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know on that
smart.
one.
That's
And
good.
then, Jason told me that screen's not working, so the only ones that are working on this one.
Okay. That's fair. Oh, you get like the phone? Is that your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's just recording on my regular video, and then that connects my laptop, and it's live.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Y'all were way more prepared. I was so. Is that supposed to be happening? Is that supposed to be happening?
He's testing the audio.
Oh, I know that. Okay. Roberto's kind of chill, like unassuming. So I just kind of thought he was rolling around. Well, this is exciting. Y'all got dressed up. I was all like, man, you know, you guys are showing out. It's great. Hey,
Hey,
we're waiting.
so I'm gonna turn the camera on. There we go. Okay.
Not me. I was hoping that we could point it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be fun. Okay, I'm ready to click
So
buttons, man.
yeah, whenever anybody comes in to admit them, you're gonna want to unmute the microphone and kind of right when we start, hit record.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Don't mess that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it. That's yeah. Admit people.
Unmute
Unmute.
the whole team's meeting, get audio through what? Through this microphone?
It is coming through that
Okay,
microphone.
so I have to reply. Oh, this is Delya didn't need to be admitted, but it's
Hey, Jared,
Easy
I'm
enough.
gonna leave my laptop with you, just in case you need it.
Yep, got you.
Oh, is this like a backup in case mine craps out? Okay.
That's smart. That's not smart.
There's a reason she's Captain Select.
I wouldn't have thought of that in my
No, you got a couple of years to
I
get
know,
that kind
I would
of.
get there. Oh, right. Are you going? You go to Vandy? I love how there's like two camps. Like there's the Vandy camp and the Colorado camp. There's not a lot of Colorado. Really? It's just like me and a couple of the MPSI guys.
Yeah, so I think Robert Stevens is probably Joe already lives there.
Okay, yeah, I've met Joe. Yeah. Joe's like the most dad coded like person ever. Like, yeah, he's cool.
Matt will be going. Alex will probably still going.
Yeah. Cool, that'd be fun though. What? How was the SRB?
I didn't go.
Oh,
Got out.
okay, we got out of it.
I asked Schwartz to go. He's like,
I was forced to not participate with the whole towing thing. Like, I actually couldn't if I wanted to. That's funny.
well, I had
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this afternoon's ceremony. Is the microphone on the second laptop? Because that could have caused.
Yeah, I muted that.
All right. Fine. Thanks for coming, everyone. Throughout the ceremony today, I will give cues to rise and be seated at the appropriate times. As a reminder, during the singing of the national anthem, military members should stand at attention. Civilian guests should place their right hands over their hearts. We request cell phones and all other electronic devices be silenced at this time. We're going to begin in just a moment. Are we ready to record, Jared?
Recording.
All right, let's do it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the men and women of the United States Space Force, in keeping with one of the oldest traditions in military service, pay special tribute to First Lieutenant Delya Otero on the occasion of her promotion to captain. The presiding official for today's ceremony is Captain Luis R. Otero IV, Lead Range Threat Engineer, 86th Fighter Weapons Squadron, Hill Air Force Base. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise now for the entrance of the official party and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Mr. Jeff Mueller and the invocation by Major Richardson Honorin.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me as we enter into a moment of prayer. Almighty God, we gather today in gratitude and reverence to celebrate a significant milestone in the life and service of Lieutenant Otero as she ascends to the rank of captain. Lord, as she embraces the weight and wonder of this next level of leadership, we pray that you grant her the wisdom to navigate the challenges ahead, the courage to lead with conviction, and the hindsight to honor those who paved the way before her. May she serve as a beacon of innovation, pushing the boundaries of the space domain, turning the once impossible vision of uniting legacy and next generation space domain awareness capabilities into a decisive advantage for today and beyond. We give thanks for the village that brought her to this moment, family who loved her, mentors who shaped her, teammates who trusted her, and a mother who instilled in her baby girl the audacity to dream big and follow those dreams into the heavens. And now, Lord, as we entrust First Lieutenant Otero to your vigilant eyes from the celestial realm, with unshakable confidence that our warfighters and the security of our nations are in capable hand with the sustainment architects, mission assurance specialists, technology integration strategists, and yes, our adversaries' orbital insomnia, as the men and women of the 2nd Sustainment Squadron forge the path of freedom for America and her allies from the geosynchronous orbit to every corner of the terrestrial zone. In your holy name we do pray and commit this promotion ceremony. Amen.
Thank you, Major, and thank you, Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. So this time, I would like to recognize some special guests joining us online today. Please hold your applause until all of them have been introduced. First, Lieutenant Otero's mother, Miss Marcy Ferguson. Her grandmother, Miss Jessie Pearl Ferguson. Her sister, Miss Samaya Ferguson. Lieutenant General retired Tom Miller. Major General Devin Pepper, the Deputy Chief of Staff, Strategic Plans and Policy at NATO headquarters. Brigadier General Mary Catherine Haddad, Mobilization Assistant to the Deputy Chief of Staff for Intelligence, Surveillance, Reconnaissance, and Cyber Effects Operations. Colonel Marcus Randall, Director of Intelligence, Headquarters Space Operations Command, Colonel Raj Agrawal, United States Space Force Chair, the National Defense University, Colonel Edward Ferguson, the Chief, Advanced Warfighter Capabilities and Resources Analysis Division, and the Director of the Space Analysis Group, Colonel Retired Trana James, and Colonel, as of yesterday, retired Jeremy Ridley. And of course, we also extend a warm welcome to family, friends, co-workers who are joining us today and online via Teams and YouTube Live. And it's my pleasure now to introduce our presiding official, Captain Luis Otero.
All right, how's everybody doing? Good. All right. Greetings. Good afternoon to everyone that was able to find time to make it here in person, the family, the mentors, the coworkers, the friends. And thank you for those online that made time to make it to this event to watch Delya's promotion ceremony. I want to thank you all, including the possible frenemies and those that have a wild imagination enough to find something negative about Delya, for shaping her into the officer that she is today. And before we go any further, there are some similarities between my name and Delya's name. I am the man that's blessed enough to have married Delya, and I thank God for that every day. But knowing my wife, I'm sure 99% of you already know that her husband's going to be here. So, all right. Nonetheless, we're here for Delya's promotion to the rank of captain in the Space Force. Unfortunately, some officers look at the promotion ceremony to captain as kind of unnecessary, or it's going to happen regardless. But you'll see that other officers recognize that the promotion to captain marks an important transition in your career. There's going to be new expectations and new perceptions of how you should use your officership. Also, there's a lot of background work that goes into getting you to each milestone. So quickly, I'll go through both of those phases. And I'll start with addressing the perception and expectation part of that first. It's not lost to me that I'm also a captain. I do have some gray hair, or strands of wisdom, however you want to call it. So if I do misspeak, look for the members of the audience and mentors and family and friends with more wisdom to give you the corrections that I may get a little misaligned. So I'll give you all a short explanation between each rank. And with that being said, second lieutenants. Contrary to popular belief, we do not expect them to come in and fail. A lot of people joke about that, but that is not what we actually expect. We expect them to get into the office, to get into the workforce, and find the questions that need to be asked. Seeing Delya at her first assignment at INSIG, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, I saw her find a lot of questions. But given the nature of that job, a lot of her questions that she came to me were, we had to make sure we had a very strong line between, is it work related, or is it person, leadership, officership related? So let's just say I got a lot of people questions back at home. But you were able to find the right people to talk to, you're able to do a good job in your mission. For first lieutenants, by the time you get to that position, we expect you to be able to find the answers. We're not expecting you to just find the questions, we want you to find the answers now. And there's a couple of sharp first lieutenants that I've seen around here helping us get prepared that were already finding solutions and answers to problems that we thought we were going to have set this up. But as a first lieutenant, Delya took on some pretty serious jobs as the deputy flight commander for the flight, and also as the exec for INSIG, the National Space Intelligence Center. And while those are on two different sides of the spectrum for finding answers, with the deputy flight commander, it's more intra-team, and with the exec position, it's more extra-team. She was able to leave a positive mark on the mission that she was working, as well as the people that she was working with. So now, you're graduating, into the perception of grabbing the mission. The roles that you're going to assume now, people are going to expect you to be able to ask the questions that no one has asked. People are going to expect you to find the answers that no one has found the answers to yet. Your peers and your leadership, they will expect results and you will deliver. The Space Force will expect innovation and you will deliver. I'm confident in that. Now, to stretch past our experience with a little bit of how we see the rest of the world, when you become a major, you'll be expected to leverage your previous skills to plan elements for the mission. So you'll be a planner now. You won't just be the one grabbing the mission and executing. The best majors I've seen and the best majors I've worked with, normally they've already built out the slide decks, they've already built out the training before anyone asks for it, or anyone needs it, or thinks they need it. When you become a lieutenant colonel, you'll be expected to leverage your previous skills again to orient your squadron into the greater mission of your Delta. Now, I'm an Air Force officer, so I'm a little out of whack with how the Space Force orients their organizational structure, but I believe that's correct. Squadron Delta, correct? Yeah, great. So yeah, you'll be expected to orient your squadron into the mission for the Air Force and your Delta. I mean, for the Space Force and your Delta. When you become a colonel, you'll be expected to leverage your skills to advocate for your Delta's flourishing and its reputation. And when you become a general, you will be positioned in your space command to excel your mission and to work whatever joint missions you get there. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of points in there that could use some filling in. I'm only a senior captain, so they don't have too much spears for me. But I am confident that my wife will do well in her mission and excel through her career. Now, speaking of excelling through her career, the second part of what makes a captain promotion ceremony important is all the growth that it takes to get to this milestone. From the bright-eyed, huge smile, you guys know Delya has a great smile, not lieutenant, sorry, cadet that I met Delya at when we were at Tuskegee University, at 015, to the Space Force captain that I see ready and eager to take on captain responsibilities. I've seen Delya take her opportunities and excel in them and grow past them. I've seen her meet her limitations and excel at those and grow past those. I'm sure my wife is so guys. I'm very proud of my wife and how she's thrived in her career, and I'm proud of where she's going. And I expect her to continue growing in her leadership and her leadership model throughout the rest of our lives. So, again, thank you all for coming here and sharing this special moment with her. And I hope you guys stay in her life and in her career as I will, because I expect to. Thank you. With that being said, we'll get to some of the formal parts of this. Delya, if you can come up and join me, please.
Please rise, everyone, as Captain Otero promotes Lieutenant Otero.
Publish the orders.
Attention to orders. The President of the United States, acting upon the recommendation of the Secretary of the Air Force, has placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Lieutenant Delya Otero. In view of these special qualities and her demonstrated potential to serve in the higher grade, Lieutenant Otero is promoted to the grade of Captain, United States Space Force, effective 20 July 2025 by order of the Secretary of the Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Okay. Captain Otero's husband will now pin on the new ranks on Delya's service code to flight.
Thank you. Captain Otero's husband. Charles, have some patience with me. I've put a lot of work on my hands, so it's very slick for me.
Dr. Wingers, now come on.
I'll sit this right here. We don't need that anymore.
She's yours now, you don't have to be gentle.
Yeah, right.
This isn't the fighter squad.
One more.
Now I get to just stare at all of your beautiful faces.
Yeah. Now I can't give you orders anymore. I'm just kidding. She orders me around, guys. Look at that. She's already correcting me. Don't let this rain go to your head. Sorry. All right.
There we go. Now, everyone, it's my pleasure to introduce the commander of the 2nd Sustainment Squadron, Colonel Select Amber Johnson, to the podium for a few remarks before she administers the oath of office.
Podium for speaking. Things, right?
You're fine.
Okay, yeah, just make sure, because that's what, yeah. So Delya thought she was gonna get away without allowing me to talk, this little ceremony, and then I think she quickly realized that that wasn't going to happen, because I love the opportunity to be able to brag about one of our superstars here in the Space Force, right? Lieutenant Otero, as you can hear from the long list of attendees that she has here for her captain's promotion ceremony, it's so respected and so valued within this Space Force that we are excited that she has shown special interest and special favor that we now can have her pin on the rank of captain because we have the trust that she can act in that grade going forward. And I think there's a lot of places that we're going to see her go from this point on. Thank you, Luis, for those remarks that you were able to give earlier through the grade history. I think you got it. We're getting there. You were close. Delta Squadron, you know. There's a wing in there somewhere sometimes. Yeah, probably not. But at least there's still a squadron. I'm still not sure about that one, but we're gonna figure that out. Formation flying, I guess, in space. So they met at Tuskegee University, as I said. She studied physics. So in case you guys didn't know, apparently aerospace engineering was too specific and easy for her. So she decided that let me switch to physics. I don't know if it's because she watched too much Big Bang Theory at that time or like decided that physics was the way to go. But if you have any questions on string theory and other things like that, she would love to talk your ear off about physics. So amazing, smart individual, as we know, went into the Air Force Space Force directly. So she was probably one of our first commissionees directly into the Space Force. Never had the Air Force on her, so that's amazing to know that she's going to be a part of that great opportunity to commission straight into the Space Force with some of our initial cadre of second lieutenants. We were very specific on who was chosen out of those classes to become that first set of Space Force second lieutenants, even those first couple of classes, ensuring that we got the best of the best from our folks out there at ROTC and then the Academy to bring in. And as you can see from her illustrious career so far, that I think the Space Force got that one right. So I'm so excited to be here today. For those that may or may not know, Delya has a long desire to stay in the Space Force as long as she can. She really enjoys the ability to be able to mentor others and find these relationships while also using her technical skills to push the Space Force forward. So I think you're going to see a lot from her coming up in the future as we keep moving up. And I am honored to be here for you today, and I'm honored for you to be working for me. So as we said, one of the things that most impressed me, she came up very first day and was just like, ma'am, I'm here, big smile, so excited to come to work here at KM and ready to roar. And I think that's one of the best things that she brings to the fight is her excitement to get the job done and push forward on it. So thank you. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being great with Space Force, and let's do this with office.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for Colonel Johnson to administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Delya Otero,
I've been made appointed a captain in the United States Space Force.
has been appointed a captain in the United States Space Force.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
without any mental reservation or
Purpose of evasion.
purpose of evasion,
And that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
discharge the duties
Of the
of
office
the office that I'm
upon which
upon which I'm about to enter.
so help me God.
So help me God.
We do have the official promotion certificate. Congratulations, Captain Otero.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It gives me great pleasure to be the first person to introduce Captain Delya Otero.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am so honored that all of you took the time today to show up to my ceremony. And I would first like to extend a heartfelt thank you to my commander for administering my oath of office today. It's an honor to have you as a leader that I admire so much. And I talked about it the first day I was here. For those of you that don't know, Colonel Johnson is actually my first female supervisor. So I was fangirling when I got here, so to speak. Thank you, Jason, for putting this all together. I know I gave you probably like 48 hours, but you did such a great job. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rick, for being my narrator today. Thank you so much. And Alan, thank you so much for being my prophet today. And to my team, thank you so much for your support, trust, and day-to-day excellence. Working alongside of you has been so amazing. You have challenged me in ways that were different compared to my previous assignments. You have shaped me and you reminded me why our mission matters. I'm so proud to be a part of the team and, to show up with purpose and deliver with a team that shows up and delivers consistently. Sorry, I gotta slow down, I'm nervous today. All of you are just staring at me, but thank you so much. To my friends and family that are showing up online, your encouragement has been a steady force behind me. Whether near or far, your belief in me has fueled my growth and kept me grounded. So thank you so much for every text, every call, and every cheer from the sidelines. To my incredible husband, my favorite human in the world, thank you for presiding over my ceremony today. Your support means the world to me, and having you be part of this moment is something I'll always treasure. Putting on this ring is more than a promotion, it's a privilege and a responsibility. It represents growth, trust, and continued service to something greater than myself. I'm grateful for the journey that has brought me to this point, and I look forward to what lies ahead with energy, humility, and commitment. Thank you all for being a part of this special day. It's an honor to serve. Thank you.
The men and women of the United States Space Force are very proud of you, Captain Otero. We look forward to working with you as you take on new challenges commensurate with your higher rank. Please rise, ladies and gentlemen, for the playing of the Space Force song, and afterwards, join a receiving line to congratulate Captain Otero and to enjoy refreshments in the kitchen area. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the ceremony. Thank you for attending. We wish you a pleasant day.
Kill this? I don't know.
You come to play first today?
Not tonight. Trying to get a project done before our next guest comes in. It's my guest, so I'm on the clock. But I wanted to be not in the cards.
Not in the cards. Yep.